Hey out there guys, and welcome to another episode of Let's Survive News. This episode has gone live on the 24th of July 2020, the 3-month anniversary of Let's Survive Paddy Plays. That's right, we started our very first episode, went live on the 24th of April 2020. It's been a crazy 3 months. I am in awe and absolute... I'm blown away by the supports of people within the community and how they look after and look out for each other. And obviously, in particular, I have to say how people have looked after me and this channel. I'm so immensely grateful. I'm not going to do too much preamble. I'm going to try and get right into things here to try and just keep it on track. But yeah, so as I say, we missed last week's news episode, unfortunately, because there was some complications last week. For example, my wife's car broke down in Kerry, so I was stranded in Newcastle West in Limerick till about, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night. So yeah, it was no possibility of doing a news episode last week. Also, I will just say, if you are watching this news episode on Twitch, I will not be used or things like that. I will react to follows, etc. But like, yeah, this is a new show, so I'm not gonna kind of derail it with that stuff as much as possible, if that's cool. So we're nearly 5 minutes in, and I haven't even started talking about games yet. So I'm just gonna shut the heck up, and we're gonna go over and look at our first trailer and have a bit of a chat about it. All right. So our backing music is gonna go. Bye bye backing music. And we might actually leave that off. How do you guys feel? Let me know in the comments wherever you're watching, whether you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. Get involved and let me know if you want me to keep the backing music off so that we can just keep things on point here. I'm going to go ahead and hit the first trailer and we will discuss as this plays. I also have no idea how loud this will be and stuff. So I'll have to keep tabs on that. Ooh. Where is it? There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna knock that down. Ugh, stupid. Where my stuff is set up is not ideal for this. Unfortunately. I need to sort something out for the webcam situation, because it's literally like right in front of where I'm trying to see. Oh, it's so annoying. Anyway, let's watch this first trailer and have a bit of a chat about it, okay? And it should not look like that. Of course it shouldn't. 2 seconds, guys. Bear with me. We're going to try and drag this out and make it the proper size. Can you guys hear it? I can't hear it. I can't hear it at all. Why can't I hear it? Oh, probably because I don't have it monitored, right? You guys can probably hear it. Plus 10 points for disorganization. I will say that this is only my second ever... live news episode, and obviously there are still, teething problems and stuff that I'm getting used to, but if you guys can hear it, that's the most important thing. You probably will not be able to hear me much, but yeah, let's go and check this out. I'm gonna try and bring it across here. So, what we are looking at here, folks, is a very cool hand-drawn horror. Yes, that's right, hand-drawn horror. I'm fascinated by the aesthetic of this. It looks absolutely gorgeous. We'll get a little bit more into it after the trailer, but yeah, just soak that in. So this is Mond, right? This was announced a good while back. I believe in 2017. It's set in the Alps. And now it's finally gotten a release date. It's finally gotten a release date for spring 2021. I am fascinated by the look of this game. I think it looks gorgeous. I love indie horror. And this actually, this I would not classify as like strictly indie, because it is being developed by a relatively sizable team, and it looks stunning. Not that indie games don't look stunning. It would be ludicrous of me to say that. But yeah, I'm really impressed with Mond. It's a lovingly crafted, hand-penciled horror set in the secluded valley of the Alps. In the game, you can explore various areas full of secrets and discover and survive hostile encounters, drive vehicles, fill your inventory, and solve a variety of handcrafted puzzles. Now, there's very little about the story that's been revealed to date, but they have announced, or they have released a website for the game, which they had not up to this point. So yeah, if you are curious about the game, you can now go. This light is really pissing me off. Yeah, if you're curious about the game, you can check details out on the website. I will when this news episode is over, I will post links in the descriptions for where you can check that website out and stuff. But Mond is coming spring 2021, and I personally think it looks absolutely gorgeous. So now we're going to hop on to the next game I want to talk about, which is a comedy horror, which I am down for. And yeah, here we go. I might even be playing this in the channel soon.
Yes, this truly is the American dream. Happy home, happy life, and happy wife. Are you unsatisfied with your lot in life?
Honey, I'll be out late again. Have dinner ready when I get back.
Are you ready to fight back against the insurmountable forces of darkness that hinder your everyday existence?
Honey, have you noticed anything
Reminds me of Octodad
odd lately?
I don't blame you. I'd be pretty upset too if my wife was complaining that much. The Call of Karen. When horrors come to town, your property value will not go down.
So that is The Call of Karen. It's coming to PC in spring 2020, which means it's available right now, actually. But it is gorgeous. It's silly. It's funny. If you haven't heard of it or checked it out or anything, I recommend it. It's free on Steam. It's a PC kind of simulation game, so similar to stuff like oh god, what are those? Like, well, kind of like Cat Simulator, Goat Simulator. But it's about being a 1950s suburban housewife. And basically your home is being invaded by Cthulhu. Keep up appearances in the face of an unhappy marriage, ungrateful child, and eldritch madness. Yeah, this looks like a lot of dumb fun. I'm in for it. I will be playing it on the channel for sure because it's free and it's on Steam. Hey, what's up, Abel? Yeah, so it will. I will post links in the description after the news episode is finished, and you can, of course, head on over to Steam and download that because it is free and looks like a blast. My lighting is really annoying me today. Sorry for any annoyance that I'm causing with either glare on my glasses. Look at that. Or just my constant fiddling with it. I'm gonna try and stop. Paddy, stop fiddling with it. Cool. So yeah, Call of Karen, available on PC right now, and it looks like a blast. I cannot wait to check it out on the channel. I love me a bit of Cthulhu, and I love the Stepford Wives, so what's not to love? On to the next one. Look at that. Love this art style.
What's going on?
This looks actually terrifying, right? I think so anyway. Yes, Abel. It's been out on PC for a while.
Gabby, but why am I here?
What are you talking about?
I thought...
Oh God, please.
So that's Never Ending Nightmares, and it's available now on Nintendo Switch. I know that some of the people that check out the show are Nintendo Switch horror fans. They love being able to check their stuff out. It was interesting because he focused a lot on Filipino folklore because his wife is from there. That's from Abel in the chat, who seems to have quite a bit of knowledge about this. I actually hadn't heard of this until I went looking, and I found out that it was for coming to the Nintendo Switch. And now I'm definitely interested in checking out the PC version because it looks amazing. Apparently, the idea is it's a psychological horror. You're exploring nightmares inspired by the creator's struggles with depression and obsessive compulsive disorder. The defense's protagonist must avoid monstrous manifestations of what haunts his subconscious in his quest to wake up into reality. I'm very impressed. I think it looks super cool. It's available on Steam right now. Will be available on Nintendo Switch on the 30th of July, which is only 6 days away. And again, at the end of this, once the video is sitting on YouTube or wherever it may lay, look in the description and you'll find a link to the Steam page for Neverending Nightmares. Let's take a look at the next game that I wanted to talk about. That's not it, is it? Sorry about this now, guys. We're having a bit of technical difficulties. Yes, no, this is right. Okay, cool. It's all the aftermath from when I spent too much money on Kickstarter and wrote about Kickstarted games. Okay, that's how you have the knowledge, Abel. Very cool. Okay, guys. That was Neverending Nightmares, and coming up next is this little gem. Look at that art style, though. This game is inspired by the Roman festival Saturnalia. There you go, that's the name of it, in fact. Saturnalia. Not a very big trailer. You can wishlist Saturnalia right now on the Epic Game Store on PC. And it looks really funky. As I said, it's based on the actual Roman holiday, Saturnalia. But in the game, it's a survival horror game. And you play as a cast of different characters exploring an isolated island during a festival, the festival of Saturnalia to be exact. It's basically permadeath, so if a character dies, they're gone and done, and you just continue the story with the next character. A little bit like Heavy Rain or any Quantic Dream game. I'm in for this. I think it looks super cool. I think it looks super interesting. I love games that have permadeath because to me it really puts like weight on everything that you do. I've wishlisted this myself. I strongly recommend, checking out the developer's website. Again, there will be links. I hate not being able to post them in events, but there will be links after the episode for you to check out more about Saturnalia. But as a big fan of Roman folklore mythology and stuff as well, I am intrigued. Saturnalia is, of course, the festival that was kind of stolen by Christianity as, for Christmas time. But yeah, definitely this has piqued my interest. It's again a fairly small developer, but it's from the same people who made Photonica, Mirror Moon, and Wheels of Aurelia. I love Wheels of Aurelia. If you guys haven't played Wheels of Aurelia, it's friggin' amazing. I got it on the Epic Game Store, and it's very, very cool narrative storytelling. Okay, now we're kind of out of the indies a little bit, and we're moving into some other games here. Anybody that knows the type of games that I like, they will know that Persona is one of my favorite games of all time. I mean, the Persona series, is one of my favorite series of all time. I've adored all of them. I was going to say 3, 4, and 5, but really I loved 1 and 2 as well, so I'm not going to sit here and say 3, 4, and 5. I love the Persona series so damn much. But I also love the game that span off the Persona series, and that is the Shin Megami Tensei series. Obviously, the first Persona was Shin Megami Tensei Persona. It was a spin-off game from the main Shin Megami Tensei series. The last one of these that I really loved was Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne on the PlayStation 2. There have been more. I have Shin Megami Tensei 4 on the DS. Could never really get that into it. It just wasn't for me. But I've been a fan of the series, and so I was very happy when during the Nintendo Switch when during the Nintendo Switch Direct, they talked about this game right here. Now, this is a teaser trailer, so don't expect too much from it, okay? But it does give us an idea of setting. The game is once again taking place in present-day Tokyo. All the fountains of the Great Deep broke up, and the windows of heaven were opened. These games you always have a beautiful aesthetic, really dark horror imagery. They're not cheerful and playful. They're much less cheerful and playful than the Persona series, with a much deeper focus on horror elements. Introducing the newest entry. As I say, this was a big surprise to me watching the Nintendo Direct when it happened. Now, obviously, everyone and their mothers heard about it since, but yeah, I was pretty damn excited that this is, you know what I mean, the next game in this phenomenal saga of games. As I say, Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne is one of my favorite PS2 JRPGs. I love it. It's so dark and twisted. It's horrific. But it's also just really good gameplay. Persona and Nocturne are not that far apart. And Nocturne also got a bit of news during the Nintendo Direct conference. Evie, what is up? Welcome to the chat. We're just having a look here at... we just saw the teaser trailer for Shin Megami Tensei 5. And now we are looking at the trailer for the remastered version of Shin Megami Tensei 3 or 4 Nocturne.
Will fade into nothing.
A game that I absolutely adored on the PlayStation 2. Being reborn in stunning HD on the Nintendo Switch. This looks gorgeous. It always did, if I'm being totally fair. See, if you played Persona, you'll recognize a lot of the monsters in this.
You have done very well in keeping yourself alive.
The world will fall for its sins.
It's so cool. You should definitely check it out, Evie. It's wicked. Unfortunately, Dante used to be in the game on PS2, but Dante is not in this version. Dante from Devil May Cry, that is. Available spring 2021 in Europe and the Americas. Well, basically worldwide. But unfortunately, the Shin Megami Tensei 5 will release worldwide on the same day. We don't have that date yet, but it will release globally on the same day. Whereas Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne Remaster... Oh, you're watching Hollow stream at the same time. Awesome. Shout out to Hollow. He's a legend. Nocturne releases in Japan on October 29th, and it's going to be a full-price game. That is worth remembering. It is like 5,980 yen, so it's going to be about $60. Spring 2021 everywhere else. And as I say, no Dante, because this is based on the Chronicle edition of the game, where they had to cut Dante due to licensing. The license for Dante with Capcom had run out, so they replaced it with a character from another Atlas game, from a spin-off of the Shin Megami Tensei series, not Persona, another spin-off, which is Digital Devil Saga. So yeah, but I am very, very excited for these. I love, as I say, the Shin Megami Tensei games. They are twisted and dark and my kind of jam. So I'm very, very happy about that. Next, we're going to be getting into talking a little bit about some of the stuff that was shown off during the Xbox Games Showcase. Now, I do love Microsoft Game Studios. I think they do some phenomenal stuff. And one of my favorite things that they've done this generation has been Game Pass. And how cool it is, how it allows you to play basically all of their big first-party titles for and some amazing third parties as well, for like $15 a month. It's like the Netflix of video games. But yeah, a couple of games were shown off during that showcase event, and we're going to have a look at some of them now, some of the more horror-focused ones. So strap in. So this, as soon as I saw this, I started having speculations about it. Stalker, Shadow of Chernobyl on the PC was one of my favorite PC horror games in my, teens, late teens, early 20s. I played it to death. And I really did not believe we would get a Stalker sequel just because of everything that happened with the studio and everything that made it. I did not believe that this could happen. Even in the wake of Metro was like a spiritual successor. Cheeky Breaky. Yes. I did not expect us to ever see a Stalker sequel. And yes, here we are. It's 2020, folks, and during the Microsoft conference, they announced that Stalker 2 will be coming exclusively to the Xbox Series X and Windows 10 devices. All of the games that they showcased will be coming to Xbox Series X and Windows 10 devices, which means that I don't necessarily need to buy an Xbox Series X because I can play a lot of these on my PC. But, yeah, Stalker 2, it happened. After a long hiatus for the Stalker series, Stalker came back in glorious fashion during the Xbox Games Showcase, and I am very excited for it. I'm not gonna lie here. I will say that one of the things that maybe disappointed me a little bit with the Xbox Games Showcase was that a lot of the stuff shown was cinematics, not in-game footage, and that was a little bit disappointing because I like seeing some gameplay. Speaking of which, let's have a look at the next game that I'm going to talk about, which was also revealed during the Xbox Games Showcase. Which, when this trailer started, I was fully convinced was some kind of Last of Us knockoff. You'll see why. I'll shut up for a moment and let you watch. But I was convinced that this was Microsoft's answer to The Last of Us. Like, look at that. To me, straight away when I saw this, having just played through The Last of Us Remastered and The Last of Us Part 2, all my vibes were like, oh my god, what is this? Is this a Last of Us spin-off on the Xbox? And how wrong I was. If you know what it is, comment in the chat and stuff, get involved. But I was very shocked at what it was, if I'm going to be honest with you, and I'll explain why. I think it was around this point I started speculating that maybe it was a Walking Dead game. Zombie deer. Now, I was not expecting that to be State of Decay 3, and I will explain why. I'm a huge fan of the State of Decay games. I did not play the first game when it came out. I played it about 4 or 5 years after. I mean, if it came out in like 2012, 2013, I did not play it till like 2017. But when I did finally play it, I fell head over heels in love with it. It was the exact kind of fun zombie game, but was still with enough serious vibes that I didn't just find it kind of ridiculous. So, I then played State of Decay 2, which I have to say I did not like quite as much. Dead Snow the game, I wish. Come on. Yeah, I did not like State of Decay 2 quite as much. It felt a bit too rigid and like not as fun anymore. The multiplayer components were massively improved, and it's definitely one I'd like to give another shot on Let's Survive on Twitch. Even more so if I could get somebody else who had it to play with. That would be amazing. But what I don't like about this trailer, right, and look, don't get me wrong, I'm happy that there's a new State of Decay coming. I liked, as I say, I love the first game, liked the second game. But my issue... Oh, Wayne is raiding with a party of 4. Welcome, Wayne. Welcome to the news. Thank you for the raid. What a beautiful, beautiful moment. Yeah, but as I say, while I really enjoyed loved the first State of Decay and I enjoyed the second one, I don't like the serious tone of State of Decay 3. It looks off to me. Like, for a game that started out taking itself not so seriously, it's now suddenly feeling very, very, like, as I say, like it's trying to become like a Last of Us knockoff. Thank you, Wayne. Welcome. Yeah, so now we're going to move on to one of the last games to be revealed. Welcome, everyone, as Evie says. I agree. JD said, "Look, last one looked intense. Good afternoon, all. First time visitor. Welcome, JD. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, State of Decay 3 looks intense, which is it's shocking for me because the games were kind of a bit of fun. But anyway, let's check out this. And I might just shut up for the duration of this trailer because I probably won't be able. I'll say I will, and then I'll start ranting because, my God, this is, outside of The Last of Us 2, this could be my game of the year. Let's go. I don't know if I've ever been as excited for a new IP as I am for this game. Hello, Miss Crumpet.
The moon. Scent of pines. And then the gunshot.
So, the developers of this game, Bloober Team, have shot to the top of my favorite developers list.
Has two sides. A regular, rational.
The name will come up in a sec, Des. I don't want to spoil it.
A darker and deeper truth.
But it's immense. This is my most anticipated game.
I can see both. Worse. I can.
Which accent? Look at this, right? So now we've got two dimensions. It's like Silent Hill, okay? You've got like the overworld and the underworld. Oh, Abel, right in there with the correct answer. Look at this though. They are in place simultaneously. Hello? Right?
Anyone there?
Oh man, this game blows my fucking mind. Especially after experiencing dual reality gameplay, right? After experiencing what... Yes, Abel, it's their first ever third-person game, Bloober Team. It looks insane. I'm more excited for this game than I am for pretty much anything else coming out. Watch this dual reality gameplay. Bloober do changing environments so unbelievably well in Layers of Fear and all their other games that I am just so unbelievably excited for this. So you'll be able to flick between dimensions with the touch of a button. Now, guys, also remember that, yes, this looks absolutely amazing, and this is one of my most anticipated games, pretty much. But I am so excited for this. Akira Yamaoka, who is the greatest video game composer alongside Nobuo Uematsu. Akira Yamaoka did the music for Silent Hill 1, 2, 3, 4, Origins. I think that was where he left Konami. But my God, I love Akira Yamaoka. I think he's one of the most incredibly talented composers. He's doing the music for this game. And yeah, the dual reality stuff is insane. It's like it's kind of doing what Ratchet & Clank is doing on PlayStation for showing what they can do with the SSD. They're doing the same with the Medium because you can literally just at the touch of a button change the entire world around you. Did he do the music for Shattered Memories? I didn't remember if he did. Did he even do Homecoming? Because I just remember that Daniel Litch, who did the Dexter music, R.I.P., he did the music for Downpour, which I actually thought was really good as well. But yeah, I didn't realise he did Shattered Memories. I knew Mary Elizabeth McGlynn did the theme songs for pretty much all of them from kind of 2 or 3 onwards. She sang the music. But yeah, absolutely love Akira Yamaoka. absolutely love Team Bloomer. Layers of Fear 2, Observer, Blair Witch. Their track record is epic. This will be available on Xbox Series X and Windows 10 devices. I'll be getting it on PC, and I cannot friggin' wait. Now, my last trailer here, I did not have dropped in, so I'm going to drop it in now, and when I drop it in, it'll play. So, yeah, let's just do that, shall we? This game that you're seeing right now was shown off as originally being the new game from the developers of Hello Neighbor. Which, of course, is a massive phenomenon of a game. It spawned so many different things already in its life, in its time of being alive. But this was shown off as potentially being a game called Hello Guest. It was meant to be like a spiritual successor to Hello Neighbor, with the man in the bird mask, lurking like a weirdo. It's all good, Pilgrim. So yeah, this looks a little bit prettier than the first Hello Neighbor, if you ask me. But yeah, as I say, this was the much rumored Hello Guest. But there was a big shock twist, which I'm sure you all know, at the end of this trailer when it was shown during the Xbox showcase. I've actually never played the Hello Neighbor games, so it might be something for me to check out on the channel, but I've no idea. Are they horror? Are they scary? This seems like it could be quite scary. Oh, is he actually going to be able to... No, I thought he was going to be able to smash through that door. Oh, you've got a crowbar? Wow. Oh, wow, look at this. The world looks incredible, though. Really, really does. You're being dragged back, much like in the first game. And yes, it was revealed to be Hello Neighbor 2 and not Hello Guest, which people thought it was when it was shown off in the first place. That was our first glimpse of the neighbor himself in the game. As I say, this is not a series I know a lot about. It's not a series that I have a particular fondness for. I don't really know about it, so I can't comment too much, but I do know that it is a cultural phenomenon. It's been a huge success, and as I say, it spawned all kinds of merchandise, and I believe they're working on a cartoon series at the moment. I know my daughter's obsessed with it, as are most of my nephews and nieces and stuff. So yeah, Hello Neighbor 2 coming to Xbox Series X and Windows 10. Probably everything as well, if I'm being fair here, because I can't imagine them keeping this to one or two platforms, not with how much money they could make with it on every platform. What am I gonna do now? Oh yes. So now we're gonna hop over. Oh no, first of all, as my daughter would say, first of all, I am going to suggest / recommend that you check out the interview I did with Petrichor Crown Barjack over on the Twitter, or not on Twitter, over on the YouTube. If you're on YouTube, you can actually access it right from there. I'm so proud and so happy with this interview. Jack is an incredible artist, somebody that I've become quite good friends with since I started doing this channel, and his art is absolutely amazing. So to get the chance to sit down and chat to Jack was epic, and I really, really urge people. I know that there's been other interviews from like established, voice actors within the industry and developers and stuff, but Jack is every bit as important, and I urge you to go over and check out the interview. It's fantastic. It's one of my favorites that I've done to date, if I'm being totally honest. So now I'm going to ask you guys to hop on over here with me, because I got some stuff that I want to talk about as part of the community spotlight. Yes, JD, Petrichor is incredible. Incredible. So here we are. First thing I want to highlight in this community spotlight is I want to highlight the Pilgrim Program's Twitch page, right? Pilgrim Program is an amazing friend of mine named James Reynolds. Brilliant dude. Just really, really good at what he does. Really good at doing, creative, engaging streams. He recently played What Remains of Edith Finch. That is James. And you can see me spamming the chat over here.
These little doors are awesome. Michael Myers, that's it.
Thank you so much, Ariel, for dropping the link in chat. Really appreciate it. Best mod ever.
Straight away about the fear of something jumping out at me,
I remember asking.
So this is, as I say, James Pilgrim Program. He's done What Remains of Edith Finch, Dissection, The Park, Sagebrush, and I believe he's done more than that. Maybe I'm wrong. I seem to be. But James is a fantastic. I've talked in my community spotlight section before about his YouTube channel stuff. But what I wanted to highlight today is his Twitch channel. Please head over to twitch.tv/The Pilgrim Program and check James out. Throw him a follow. He's a fantastic dude, great content creator. Streams on a Sunday, so he's not going to flood your stuff with a million streams, unlike me. Sorry. No, he's just brilliant. And Miss Crumpet, thank you so much for the the compliment on the accent. Really appreciate it. I'm blushing though. Genuinely, James is fantastic dude. Pilgrim Program. I cannot recommend this channel enough. I've subscribed, and I recommend you go check it out too. So, why is that happening? One sec. I'm gonna sort this out. You're a backer. I know I'm a backer. That's not what I'm wondering about. What I'm wondering about is I wanted to talk a little bit about this game from JD. So, is that you in the chat, JD? That'd be amazing. I want to talk a little bit about Conscript. Conscript is a game that I've been following. I think I've been covering it since my first ever news episode. It's one that I'm very, very excited about. It's kind of World War I survival horror. Check this out. We're going to throw this on. Like, what if Resident Evil was set during World War I? That's what this game is kind of, the way to think about it. Love the pixel art style. I think it's stunning. Great puzzles. I've played the demo for this and it's fantastic in my opinion. I've also played Project Abel, which was the early proof of concept for it. So this is being developed by one dude in Australia named JD. Project Identity Theft. That's right, Avel. That's right. Having played through the Conscript demo at a friend, I can honestly say the trailer. Yes, I agree. I agree, Castle Rook. It's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. So, that is Conscript. Good news is that Conscript just finished its funding on Kickstarter, and it raised its required amount. So Conscript is coming. I am a backer. I'm very happy to be part of the Conscript team in that respect. And not me. Yes, I love this. His merchant perk, new merchant NPC will appear. What are you buying? Unfortunately, you will not be able to back this now. But when the game comes out, you can wishlist it on Steam, which I strongly suggest you do. And when the game comes out, you should definitely check it out. Yes, it has absolutely ravenous vibes. I agree, Ariel. But yes, keeping on the Kickstarter stuff, we're going to bounce over here and have a quick look at Deathground. Now, I talked about this on the last live news episode. Unlike Conscription, Deathground is still available to pledge for 13 days on Kickstarter. Now, I've already shown this trailer on the news episodes, but you know what? I feel like showing it again because it just looks so unbelievably good. I'm also backing this game. I know that Feral Gaming Wolf, another friend of the channel, is also backing. What's up, Kaz? Thanks for being here. Think Alien Isolation with dinosaurs meets Left 4 Dead, and you're getting a good idea of Deathground. They're currently raising for their next stretch goal. So, the reason I wanted to play this again, look at that, it looks so good. It does, right? Wayne, it looks amazing. The reason that I'm kind of pushing this game again is, there's 13 days to go. If you can pledge to help this game on Kickstarter, it would be incredible. I really want to help get this game made to the highest possible standard it can be because it looks so unbelievably good. It's also got a bit of monstrum in that like the levels are procedurally generated, like where enemies spawn, where you spawn, where items spawn are all different each time. Look at this though. This is the Jurassic Park game we always wanted. Though I did love The Lost World on PS1. I'm so hyped for this game, but I'm strongly recommending right now, if you can back it on Kickstarter, even for a couple of pennies, couple of quid, please do so. It looks amazing. Co-op, survival horror, dinosaurs. That is all. Like, what else do you need to hear? So Jurassic Park. It does look sick, Miss Crumpet. Totally agreed. Deathground, guys. I urge you and implore you to head on over if you can to Kickstarter and support Jaw Drop Games and this. They're currently at 88,197, so which means they've met their goal, but they have 13 days to go. And as I say, they have some very cool. Where's their stretch goals? I think they just released them in a thing to backers earlier. But yeah, stretch goals. Here we go. So now, base game is smashed, and now it's Allosaurus, new dinosaur type to be added to the game. If we can keep getting this game funded, hello Harim, thank you for being here. I really hope we get a rabid Pachycephalosaurus as one of the killer dinosaurs. Fire talk according to people. What's the way? I'm so lost. I'm so sorry for being such an idiot. Hi, Harim. Thank you for being here. Yes, definitely, if you can, I strongly suggest pledging to this, if you can. And now on to the next part, which is that I just want to throw a little bit of love at Strong Language of Violent Scenes, which I've done in the past. Strong Language of Violent Scenes is a podcast. Let's play a little bit of it for you guys.
Just a quick word of warning before we get going that the following podcast will almost certainly contain spoilers and may also contain strong language and conversations of an adult nature.
Very Scottish accents. Yes, Strong Language is one of my favorite podcasts. I cannot say that enough. I adore all that they do, and I'm thankful that they were gracious enough to have me back on for an episode. It's very PG, Wayne. Very PG. Full of pig's glory holes. They had me back to talk about one of my favorite movies. Wait here. Oh no, I'm an idiot. Yeah, I just wanted to show you the intro.
Hello. I'm so glad to be back. I wasn't fucking Andy that much, honestly.
So many accents, Miss Crumpet.
It's been a year. How have you been? I've been good. It's been a hell of a year. Has it really only been a year?
So guys, hop on over to Podbean, search for Strong Language of Violent Scenes. Check out so many of their episodes. There's so many good ones. If you want to listen to the ones with me, if you love Ghoulies too, you should listen to my episode. And my previous episode was Jason Goes to Hell. So yeah, if that sounds like your jam, you can head on over to Strong Language Violent Scenes and get involved with Andy and Mitch. They're fantastic dudes, fantastic creators, and I really appreciate having them as part of my life. They are wonderful. Now, one last little thing to talk about here. Yes, that's right. Is that this day next week, there will be no news episode. Okay? So, Friday, the 31st of July, there will be no news episode. Now, there is a reason for that. Okay? And the reason is this. I'm actually going to make this bigger because it's more important than me. So, I'm going to put it over me. So, guys, next Friday, the 31st of July, I will be doing a 24-hour charity live stream, straight, non-stop, and it's called The Games I Don't Want to Forget. It will be running from 10 p.m. GMT on the 31st of July 2020 through to 10 p.m. on the 1st of August 2020. And it is I'm trying to do it with PP breaks, of course, Wayne, of course. I'm doing it for a charity called Carebright in Limerick, County Limerick in Ireland, who help people with Alzheimer's and dementia. 2 seconds there, guys. But yeah. Oh, why can't I? I can't seem to remove that now. I'm just going to make it smaller and move it off to the side. Yes, so I'm going to put it down here, okay? 24 hours of the accent, I'll die. Thank you very much. Yeah, I've wanted to do a charity stream for a while, and I've thought about it long and hard. And my grandmother, who lived with us for about the last 8 years of her life, had Alzheimer's, and it was very challenging. It was very challenging as a family to kind of be there for her and to try and understand what she was going through. It was I understand, it is a struggle for people. My mother in particular, it was very, very hard for her. It wasn't her mum, it was my father's mother, but she was the main caregiver, and it was very hard. And so having a service like Carebright who would be able to help in that situation would have been amazing to us, and they do such good. My mother now volunteers with Carebright every so often to help out. Thank you so much, Ariel the mod in the chat, dropping the Carebright link. I will ask you, if possible, I don't mean to be disingenuous when I say this, but hold off on donations right now. Please wait for the stream, because I'm working closely with the person in charge of the Yarn Day Social Club at Carebright, and we want to just make sure that we can have all the donations in one place to show exactly how much came through from the stream. And yeah, I really implore you, just to we're hoping to raise €2,000 during that 24 hours for Carebright and Yarn Social Day Club, because to me it means a hell of a lot. If we could do it, it would mean everything to me. I'm going to be pushing this for the next week pretty much continuously. And it's called The Games I Don't Want to Forget, because the games I'm playing are Metal Gear Solid, which is one of my favorite games of all time, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, which is one of my favorite games of all time, and Silent Hill 3, which is another of my favorite games of all time. And the thought of forgetting those games or not being able to remember them, like what happens to people with Alzheimer's and dementia, it's terrifying to me. It's scarier than any horror game. But yeah, so I really implore you to head over and, to come next Friday. You don't have to come for the whole stream. You don't have to stay for the whole 24 hours like I'm doing. You can drop in and out, but please, and also if you have it next week, please help donate or pledge to this charity stream. It would mean everything to myself and Valerie, who I'm coordinating with at Carebright and Yarn Social Day Club. Also, I will be playing a couple of other smaller narrative games in between those three main ones. So I will be playing Before I Forget, which is a game about people with Alzheimer's. Forget Me Not, KNOT, which is another game about people with Alzheimer's, and Forgotten, which is another small narrative game about people with Alzheimer's. So this really means everything to me. I'm not exaggerating when I say that. And yeah, I really just hope we can all rally together and help do something really good with this. Because as I say, if this service had been around for my nan, I really think it would have improved her quality of life for the last couple of years of her life. I mean, we really did as much as we could for her, but we didn't have the facilities or resources to be able to give her like a great social life at that time. Thank you, Wayne. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yes, so I implore you, please come along next Friday, this day week, to watch me play a bunch of games and raise money for charity. Means everything to me. More than anything else that I've done, I believe, to date. So yeah, that's kind of everything that I wanted to talk about today. I hope you've enjoyed this news show. I know there's some technical blips. As I say, it's only my second one ever, so hopefully it improves as we go. I've seen people redeeming stuff in the chat. It should have been clear. I said it up top of the episode, but because this was a news episode, I wasn't going to be doing the redeems and stuff. Because I'm trying to keep this kind of more serious. But I appreciate it. What I'll do is I'll take note of everything you've requested and I'll redeem them straight away at the start of my next stream. I did hydrate, so whoever asked for a hydrate. But yeah, so guys, that's it. That is the end of this news episode on July 24th, 2020. Really happy with some of the stuff we showed off today, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks so much, JD. Really appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Thanks to everyone for being here. And if you like what you see, if you're on Facebook or YouTube or Twitch, please drop a sub or a follow or a like. And also, we're about 10 subscribers away on YouTube from 300. If we can hit 300 by the end of tonight, which is only 2 hours away now, I'm giving away 5 perished posters. Oh, they're hidden. They're the ones up there, though. They're really pretty. I'm giving away 5 of those when we hit 300 subs, but only if we do it before 12 o'clock tonight. So, fingers crossed, guys. Thank you for the follow, Miss Crumpet. You absolute legend. I saw that an hour ago. Thank you so much. Really and truly appreciate it. But yeah. That is it, guys. Really appreciate all y'all. I guess I should put back on the backing music. Right. There we go. It's back on now. It'll start again in a second. But yeah, couple of technical glitches, but we got there in the end. As I say, oh no, first of all, thank you all beyond words. Everyone in the chat and everyone who's watched on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Really? Is my accent that wonderful? Because I hate it sometimes. I'm like, what is up with this yoke? What's up with this voice? Thank you so much. A massive shout out, guys, to Ariel Rebel in the chat, who is my mod. Absolute legend and just deserves so much credit. Ariel is an absolute champion and is nothing but wonderful and kind to me, and such a fantastic mod and member of the community. Thank you so much. The Cork man questions the Limerick man's accent. I'm not actually from Limerick. I'm technically from Clare. So, but I live just outside Limerick. Ariel's got it. Ariel's got my sign off. So let's just jump for it. Let's go for it. Guys, let's survive together. And peace out.